Hey everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Zach. Today we're going to be talking about the Innova Swirled Star Destroyer, also known as what I believe is truly the best disc on the disc golf market right now. First of all, I'm just going to give everybody a quick rundown just so we all have some great background information. So we're just going to be quickly running through what is disc golf, what are the different types of discs, what are the different types of plastic, what does that all mean? Then we're going to be going through what are the most common discs purchased throughout the year, and then we're finally going to settle on what is the best disc, which, shocker, I believe, is the Innova Swirled Star Destroyer. First of all, what is disc golf? We're just going to take a quick look at this video here.
I'm a sponsored amateur disc golfer in the Peoria, Illinois area. Here's your introduction. The goal of disc golf is to throw pieces of plastic called discs from the starting location to the finish location with the least amount of throws possible. The disc golf course map will look something like this. It normally consists of 9 to 18 holes, with each hole having its own start, middle, and end. The starting location is known as a tee. The first throw on each hole must be thrown from behind the tee line in the tee box. This is usually marked by a concrete tee pad or flags. Your next throw must be taken from behind where your first throw landed, which will be in the middle section known as the fairway. The finish location is known as the basket. The disc must land in the basket for the hole to be completed. While you can casually play with an ultimate frisbee, most players use discs approved by the PDGA or Professional Disc Golf Association. These discs can be split into 4 categories: putters, mid-ranges, fairway drivers, and distance drivers. Each category will fly differently, but you only need one to play around. A great place to get your first or 50th disc is at plasticx.net.
Now that we all have a great general idea of what disc golf actually is, we're just going to quickly run through kind of what are the different types of discs. So I know he briefly mentioned that in the video there is just some general categories. We have putters, mid-ranges, fairways, and drivers. I did just quickly get a quick breakdown of actually just fairway drivers as well as distance drivers. The one today that we are specifically going to talk about today is actually just the Destroyer. So as you can see based on the color markings as well, orange and yellow flights are our straightest flyers in the speed category. We're also going to be talking quickly about different types of plastics. I just really quickly wanted to note as well, as you can see, we do have the Halo Star as well as the Star plastics that are listed here. And we're measuring durability, grip, as well as flexibility. Compared to the rest of the plastics, as you can see, they rank up pretty nicely in about the 6 to 7 range for both of them, with the flexibility of Halo Star kind of falling off. Now you'll notice, there's no Swirled Star on here. Thanks, Zach, that's my fault. It's actually because Swirled Star is actually a combination between Halo Star and Star. So you can kind of imagine that it would rank at about the 6 to 7 mark in all 3 categories as well. I do specifically just want to mention as well right now that actually the color of the plastic can even affect flight characteristics of the disc. Based on certain colors, Innova pros, namely Nate Sexton as well as a few others, are notoriously known for saying that white destroyers fly as far as possible, red are the glidiest, and then blue are actually typically the most overstable. This is just because the way that the color dyes mix into the plastics actually affects the cooling temperatures, which then can affect the characteristics of a disc as well. Going more in depth into that plastic type as well. So as you can see, at the very top of our grip versus durability, you have the Star and Halo Star. This is highly important because when you buy a disc initially, the more you use it, the more understable things are going to get. So as you hit more trees, the disc is naturally going to round. Having durability is also very important for the pro disc golf realm because you want to have discs that are going to last you a long time and that it's something that you can just rely on for up to years to come, because the more discs you have to learn when you're on the road and traveling or competing, the harder it is to get when you're looking at predictability as well as stability. So when a pro can walk up to a tee box and he knows exactly how a disc is going to fly and he's thrown that same disc for a year or 2 or even up to 5 years, it's just really nice to have that confidence in your game, knowing exactly how much turn you're going to get, exactly how much it's going to fade out, and exactly how far it's going to go. So having that durability as well as a great grip is going to be the key aspects of the greatest discs. So now quickly we're just going to look over the best disc golf discs of 2023. So I really quickly went and grabbed the top 10 discs from infinitediscs.com, which is one of the largest retailers in the United States. And Innova has 2. So we have the Innova Wraith, which is a fellow distance driver, as well as the Innova Destroyer that we're talking about today, which is ranked, I believe, 6th right now. So you're probably thinking, Zach, why are you not talking about the Wraith? It's more sold, it's probably a better disc. Why is the Destroyer below it? Well, I'm going to tell you why. We're looking at speed. So at higher levels, players are going to be throwing faster. The speed category on a disc tells you not exactly how far it's going to go, but how fast you need to throw something to get the flight characteristics you want. So the Destroyer having a 12 speed versus a Wraith having an 11 speed theoretically means that it's going to have the more favorable and reliable flight characteristics over the Wraith. Higher speed gives you that increased stability and durability, just like I said, but it also gives you that increased distance as you can really, really just ream on something. It's going to come out at a higher initial velocity, which just gives you that extra momentum that'll leave your disc coasting for longer and leave it to have longer glide, and then it also gives you an increased versatility in shot shaping as well. The increased stability, distance, reliability, and versatility that this increased speed is going to give you also gives expert pro players more trust, which leads to less mistakes on the course, which saves you shots and ultimately leads you to being a better player. At the highest level of competition, it is the most trusted and most bagged disc by Innova pros. They usually all have multiple in the bag, usually with different stabilities, because the longer you beat something in, again, the more understable that disc is going to get. So pros usually carry, I've seen up to 6 or 7 Destroyers in their bag, all of different stabilities, so they have that exact same shot, but they'll know that one fades right, one fades straight, one goes left, but all of them still have that natural flight characteristics of having that nice initial turn with a great amount of fade, and they know that they're going to get up to 500, even 600 feet of distance at that elite level. This is Evelina Salonen. She is the 2024 Female Pro Open World Champion. On top of just being an amazing player and being able to take down the 2024 FBO World Champ, she actually got recognized by Innova for this and was introduced the new Swirly Star plastic that came out this year. This Swirly Star plastic is a combination of the Star polymer plastic with the Halo Star colors, which gives you advantages of more grip, more durability, as well as it just looks great.